I don't know if you listened to UFO Buster Radio lately.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're getting
sorry.
good. No, they're
I
getting
got to get on it. Yeah.
I know they're getting good.
They're getting
Well,
better.
but you know what? No, but they get like if you're. I mean, I was looking at how many plays they get. You know how many listens they get? Like 2,000 people listen to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get 2.
Oh.
Marty and Nina. That's it.
Yeah. Marty and Nina. I know.
Yep.
But hey, at least we got it.
I'm
got
trying to
somebody
figure out.
listening.
Yeah, but how can I be done by a UFO radio show? I mean, really? That's not good for the ego.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. But
gosh.
I'm not taking anything away from the guys. I mean, I do listen. I like Manny and Big O. They're awesome. They're fun. See, I think we kind of we have nothing in common with them though, but we like each other.
Yeah. Oh, it's totally 2 different type of stations. So, yeah.
And I, you know what? I just realized this. They probably really believe in that stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. Just kind of weird.
It's weird.
Yep.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good. It's all good. My Cubs lost last night. But
I
that's
know.
Okay.
I know.
That's okay. It's going to get
was
better.
Yeah.
It's
What
okay.
was? What was with that?
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
That's all I got to say. It's okay. Yeah.
Mm.
So I see there's some shark attacks going on in California.
I didn't hear tell me about. I didn't hear about that.
And, they have signs up saying don't go in the water. Shark sighted today. And then the sign says it's got a shark on it. Then it says enter water at your own risk. Seriously?
It should be like dinner. Enter for dinner.
Sharks sighted today.
Yeah, let's do the math.
Enter water at your own risk. Oh, my gosh.
I went a couple years back. I went down to the Gulf of Mexico just before the big hurricane hit. I was down. I was in Gulf Shores, Alabama. Mary and I went down there with a couple of friends, and we went. We went down there, and they spent like the whole morning trying to get me to go into the Gulf of Mexico and swim at the beach there.
Yeah.
And so what happened was I'm like, I'm not going in. First of all, I'm not going into any body of water where I'm bait.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I've seen what they've done to whales and stuff. So I'm like, I'm not doing it. No. I'm not doing it. Right. So finally, after like all morning needling me, I'm like, they finally get me to go out there. So I go out there and I'm splashing around in ankle deep water, having a good time. Go out a little bit further, up to my knees. Go out a little bit further, up to my chin, and I'm just out there swimming, swimming around, going through the water and stuff. And I had a great time. I really did. I had a wonderful. Yeah. It took care of my phobia until that night. I was watching the news. The next beach over, the next beach over from where I was swimming at was a shark attack. Yeah.
A shark attack?
Yeah.
Or just a shark?
No, a shark attack. Yep.
Now, see, that's why I'm not going in none of that water. I
So,
don't even like to go in Lake Michigan because there's big fish underneath there, and I don't need them touching me.
No.
Not that they're going to bite me or anything, but I don't want them touching me.
Yep. So anyhow, I was talking to Jerome last night, and I was telling him I was telling him about
that was a mess, wasn't it? Oh.
No, it was kind of weird. But anyhow, I was talking to Jerome, and so I was telling Jerome, what happened, what happened to me down there, in the, when I was in the water, right? So here's okay. Let me do a rewind to last night. You ready? Okay, here we go. So as I was saying, Jerome, I got in the water. I was up to my chin, and I was swimming. Had a great time. And then on that night, I was watching the news, and they had a shark attack right next door. And so here's what Jerome said.
Okay.
Is you crazy? Is you out your mind? There's no way. Listen here. There ain't no way that you go catch me. No, I ain't going in that water. As a matter of fact, you know, a long time ago, I saw that movie Jaws. Did you watch that movie?
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch that movie?
Oh yeah.
I saw that movie.
Wouldn't go in the water for a long time.
I don't take a bath no more. I only do showers. Mm-hmm. That's it. I ain't going any place, man.
That's it.
And I eat, and I still look at the drain. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So so that's
Yep.
that's what happened. Me and Jerome were talking about it, and he's not much for going into the Gulf of Mexico. But the next beach over though, right next to where I was at was a shark attack.
Yep.
Not good. No. Nope.
Yep. See, your senses were telling you don't go in the water. But
Everything
you went in the water.
Everything
You
in my
went in the
mind.
water.
No, I did. But you know what? That was a once in a lifetime thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what else is going on?
Oh, well, let's see. Oh, a kid destroyed a $15,000 Lego sculpture an hour after new exhibit opened.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I guess he just stomped it away. Just had him, just totally destroyed it. $15,000 to put that sculpture together, and he just stomped on it.
Whoa, man. That is not good.
Yeah.
That is not
was
good.
In China.
Oh yeah.
The little Chinese boy did it. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. They probably
that was terrible.
They probably took him out and assassinated him.
It looked like a big fox.
You don't come back here. I could just see.
Don't come back here.
I could just see Marty doing another one of the Poo Poo Palace things on that one. Oh yeah. Don't do that. You don't do that. Anyhow, birthdays today. You want to talk about birthdays?
Hey,
I do.
Let's do some birthdays.
Okay, in 1801, by the way, in 1801 was a long time ago, Brigham Young, he was the Mormon church leader. He led thousands across the wilderness to settle in over 300 U.S. western towns, and he was survived by 17 wives and 47 children. He died in 1877 from a heart attack. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That'll give you a heart attack. All right. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Let's see who else I got here. Andy Griffith. He died in 2012, but he was the actor from, of course, the Andy Griffith Show. Matlock. No Time for Sergeants was a movie that he made, and then of course, he had the Andy Griffith Show was probably the best well known. 1926, Marilyn Monroe was born. Actually, her name was Norma Jean Baker Mortson. And, of course, she was in the movie Gentlemen Prefer Blonde, Some Like It Hot, The Asphalt Jungle, and Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. And she was in all kinds of crazy movies. You know what I'm saying? And
they had a documentary on her over the weekend.
Yep. Pat Boone. His name is actually Charles Eugene Boone. Yeah, I would have went Pat too.
Right.
But he does a lot of. You remember when he's a Christian, like a real avid Christian singer. Do you remember when he switched over to metal back a few years back?
Mm-hmm.
He had, I don't know if it was a bit or whatever,
was it weird or what?
Oh yeah, he had everybody freaking out, man. All the Christians were going to protest him, and it was funny, man. Also today in 1937, Morgan Freeman was born.
Okay.
And he was in the movie. Oh yeah, kinda. He was in the movie Driving Miss Daisy. He played God. Mm-hmm. He was in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. He was in Outbreak, and he was in Deep Impact, all kinds of different movies. And and one of my favorite actors from Blazing Saddles, Cleavon Little. He died in 1992. But, of course, he was in the award-winning show Blazing Saddles, which today would never fly, man. Yeah, did you know that they edited it now because, they had all the racial words and everything in there? But he was, Cleveland, he was hilarious in there. He was hilarious. Yeah. And of course, Mel Brooks broke all the racial boundaries or records with doing it. But not only was he in Blazing Saddles, but he was also in Fletch Lives, and he also was in Perfect Harmony, Separate but Equal, and Murder by Numbers. So he did a lot of act. But of course, Blazing Saddles was it was probably the funniest. I'm gonna tell you something. Probably one of the funniest movies that I have ever seen. And the reason is it takes on something that is a big. Everybody's got the big no today, but it was so funny watching how he handled being a black sheriff in an all white town. I mean, it was when he rode into town and the banner rolled up. That was just that was hilarious. I know. And I mean, you got to give him credit. He handled that. I mean, he rolls into town with a Gucci saddle, all decked out. It's funny.
He sure did, right?
Oh God, yeah.
Young man.
Oh yeah. Also, this day in 1947, Ron Wood, he's the guitarist with the group The Rolling Stones after 1975. That is, I think the guy before that died.
Yeah.
And then, and let's see, who else we got here? Lisa Hartman, she was an actress on Knots Landing. She was born in 1956. It's her birthday today. Now, on this day in 1984, in music history, Cyndi Lauper, she had that song "Time After Time." Steve Perry, Steve Perry sang his song "Oh Sherry" went to the top of the charts. And then Steve Perry, he sang that song "Oh Sherry."
Sherry.
No, not that one.
No, that's different, ain't it?
Yeah, no, don't sing. Okay. Let me go back a little bit further. Okay, back in 1960 on this day, the Everly Brothers released a single called "Kathy's Clown," and then and let me go back a little bit further. How about in 1952, the Leon Anderson Orchestra sang "Blue Tango." Yeah. Yep.
Well. I have no idea what that is.
I'm just reading.
I'm tangled. Yeah.
Yeah. Marty says I'm going over to the chat box and I was looking at Marty. He said Cleavon Little used to be on a lot of TV shows. Now, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But he was. I mean, you got to say though that and that Blazing Saddles. I mean, nobody could have done the part of the sheriff like him. Nobody.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I'm picturing him on the horse now.
That is so funny because then he has the Count Basie Orchestra playing, out there in the middle of the desert.
Right.
And then don't forget the big fight scene at the end,
Right.
But what was his name? Slim Whitman. He was funny, man. And he gets up there and he goes, the guy goes, "Cut! What are you doing?" And Slim Whitman says, "I work for Mel Brooks." He punches the guy. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Mary. I drive her nuts. You probably know that by now, because there are some movies that when they come on that I watch all the time. I mean, I watch them.
Right.
And Blazing Saddles is definitely one of them. But another one was on last night, and it was from 1980. Guess what movie?
1980, Godfather.
No. The Blues Brothers. It was on last night.
The Blues Brothers. Yeah,
I watched it.
Say that could be my next one.
Yeah, that's another classic movie. Another classic movie, The Blues Brothers. Yeah. And of course, you're right. I do. I watched The Godfather. And you know what it is that like they had the Godfather trilogy on, which is like 4 or 5 hours long.
Yeah,
and like at the end of 5 hours, she was just sitting on the couch looking at me. I'm like, uh-oh. So, but there are certain movies.
How much of that can you actually watch?
I told I've got mental illness. Okay,
right.
All right.
I know my husband watches all that mess too, and I'm just like.
Oh, by the way, is he out yet, or is he still?
Oh no, he's still in the hospital.
Is he? I tell him.
He could be all right. Yeah, it's just going to be taking a little longer, but it's going to be okay.
Just a little stop leak. He'll be fine.
Yeah, that's all you got to do.
Yeah. Now, okay, so let me ask you the question.
Breathe in some Fix-A-Flat. That's all.
That's it. Yep. Just use the can. Use the aerosol can.
That's it. Yeah. And he'll be fixed.
Yep.
His flat will be fixed.
Yep. Is there any movies that you watch that you know, that you watch over and over? Really, come on, be honest. Marty, how
That
about
I
you?
like?
Yeah,